Vigil. Vigil is a lot of fun to play. For my playstyle, there's really only one gun he has that works. Unfortunately, it's a decent gun. It's not exceptional, but it's decent, and that is the K1A submachine gun, his default weapon. Does 36 damage, has a 30 round magazine, and I feel that the recoil pattern they show here is accurate. It does have muzzle rise, so you have to control that, but it doesn't have a lot of lateral spread. Horizontally, it's not going to be throwing bullets to the left or right of your target. They tend to hit on the target if you can keep the muzzle down. And that 30 round magazine is just, I think that should be standard on all automatic weapons. Anything less is just inviting potential disaster. So, for people who want to play Vigil in a high risk, high reward approach, will probably love this BOSG 12.2 shotgun. But this is very high risk, but very high reward. It only has a 2 shell capacity, being an over and under double barrel shotgun. It can be used long range, but you're constantly going to be reloading with it. The upside is if you use Vigil's cloak to get close to enemies undetected and unload both shells on your target with this gun. At 125 damage, I think this is the highest damage weapon in the game, this thing will annihilate almost anything in the game. It's not going to be an insta-kill on a Protean, but man, you could seriously mess an Apex up if you could get close enough without being spotted using Vigil's cloak ability. So I have not felt comfortable playing that way, but that is definitely a tactical option if you like to get up close and personal when you kill your targets. The cloak combined with the BOSG 12.12 shotgun. Vigil's final weapon is the semi-automatic marksman MK14 EBR. I tried using this, and this is my recommendation. If you go with this gun, do not put the 3-time magnification scope on it. Stay with the 2-time magnification scope. That way, if any enemies, like grunts and bloaters, can move incredibly fast and get up in your face. If you are using a 3.0 scope, you may miss them in your peripheral vision, whereas if you stay with a 2-time magnification scope, you may still you may see them flanking you and be able to respond to them. That was a problem I ran into with the 3.0 scope. But Vigil's go-to primary for the way I play is this K1A submachine gun. It's decent. I did like this gun. As for his secondary weapons, oh my gosh, he's kind of like Alibi, and maybe it's because they're stealthy. In the early game, you have an unsuppressed secondary, so you have to suppress your primary weapon. This SMG 12 submachine gun, it's like the SMG 11. It has an incredibly high fire rate of 1,270 rounds per minute. But you can't put a suppressor on it. It does have a 32 round magazine, which that I appreciated, and the doing 28 damage per round was definitely preferable to the SMG 11. But in the end, because it didn't have a suppressor, I switched to the C75 Auto pistol. You can toggle the C75 to be semi-auto, which is typically what I've done. This thing has a lot of muzzle rise on it, so and a fire rate of 1,000 rounds per minute. with a 26 round magazine, you will burn through that. If you're firing at full auto, you will burn through your magazine very quickly. So I recommend toggling it to semi-auto, and it works fairly well.